Wall Street and corporate America zeroing in on the AT&T Time Warner merger, even if they're not in the industry, to see what it means for future deal making in this administration. But could Comcast be the next company to feel the wrath of the Department of Justice? This is sort of take two of what you began yesterday,
yeah,
Charlie.
And this story is buzzing right now through the halls of Wall Street. Our report yesterday about the DOJ taking a good look at Comcast and whether it lived up to its conditions of its merger with NBCU back in 2011, I guess it was, right? And whether they need to reimpose that. Here, let's just set the groundwork here, because there's actually two stories. There's a Wall Street story, there's a corporate America story. The Wall Street story is pretty simple. If they don't allow, if the Trump Justice Department can convince this judge, this federal judge, to break up the AT&T Time Warner deal, that's a pretty big merger, one of the biggest mergers ever. Wall Street believes that could upend a lot of deal making. Will it hurt our deal to buy Disney? Probably not. Different circumstances. But the notion
you
of
mean
merging,
Disney to buy?
I mean, excuse me, some of our assets? No. Okay, probably won't. But the notion where you have a big distributor arm and a big content play, merging that together, if they can get the judge to vote against that, those deals are probably off the table, and those are a lot of potential deals given what's going on in media right now. That's one play out there that Wall Street's looking at. The second play out there really involves Comcast. Now here, again, let's set it up what I said yesterday. Comcast bought NBCU in 2011. They agreed then, that was the Justice Department under Obama, they agreed to a number of conditions. Current Justice Department under Trump basically believes that those conditions weren't always met, or at least that deal with its conditions still hurt the shareholders. Still hurt consumers. Now, I should point out that case will likely be made in the AT&T Time Warner deal. What they're going to say, well, Justice Department, from what I understand, they plan. Now, they may not go through with it, but I hear they're talking about this. They may say, here are all the problems with NBCU, Comcast. Why do we want to replicate that here with AT&T?
Everybody thought that this administration, being run by a businessman, would fling open the gates and say, everybody, merge. It's a party. Merge. Do whatever you want. It's not a problem.
Here is this
is the complete opposite you're telling us.
Well, in this case, listen, there's no doubt in my mind that President Trump's dislike for the media plays into this. His lawyers are doing some of this.
So you're saying if this was Minnesota Mining and Manufacturing or United Technologies making Otis elevators?
So. He really hates media concentration. He hates their power. And some of this is Donald Trump's philosophy and his own instincts. He doesn't like the concentration. He thinks being up against a stronger CNN is a problem for him. He thinks being up against a stronger NBC.
Isn't that politicizing?
Yes, it is. People would say that.
FCC.
So this is what I'm saying. They could argue, and here's the other thing, depending on if the judge opposes this deal, breaks up the merger, you can see Trump, and I hear this is what they're talking about inside the Trump DOJ, possibly going back in September when when those conditions expire on NBCU, Comcast, possibly reimposing them. Now, how they exactly do that, I don't know, but I'm hearing that from people close to the Justice Department saying they may go to a judge and re-argue for that.
Charlie, thank you.